keyboard is an input device and LCD will be the output device. Okay, whatever you are going to type in a keyboard or the keypad, that it has to display it on a LCD. That we need to do in this program. Okay. So these are all the ports and the pins which are enabled for rows and columns of the 4x4 keypad. So in that I'm considering P1 dot 16, P1 dot 17, P1 dot 18, P1 dot 19 as column 1, column 2, column 3 and column 4. So and I'm going to take the P1 dot 20, P1 dot 21, P1 dot 22, P1 dot 23 as row 4, row 3 and row 2 and row 1. So in order to read the keys of the keypad, I'm going to read those keys in the form of rows and columns. Okay. Now we'll see how to write, means we need to enable the pin that is in the port P1, okay, in order to read the keys of a keyboard. And that whatever the key I am going to press, that it has to read and it has to display it on a LCD. Okay, now we'll see how to write the program for interfacing a 4x4 keyboard and display that key code on a LCD. Okay, first we'll see how to write a program to read the key pressed on a keypad. Later we'll see the LCD display. Okay, so here we are dealing with what LPC 2148 family. That's what we need to include that into a header file, that is #include lpc214x.h, and also I should include lcd.h because the key whatever I press, that should be displayed it on the LCD. No, that's what I need to include the lcd .h header file also. Okay. So here you can see the keypad, that is 4x4 keypad. So and the key values. Okay, your column 1 row 1 key will be 0, 1. Then 1 is column 2 row 1, column 3 row 1 is 2, column 4 row 1 value is 3. Like I'm arranging the numbers in the form of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. So if I press the key 1, so which is in row 1 and column 1, it should display the value of that key. So 0 should display on your LCD. Okay. If I press 2, means a second key on your keypad, means 1. The second keypad value is what? 1. That should display it on a LCD. Okay, so this you can take whatever, like asterisk also you can take, like plus also you can take. Means we need to display those things on the LCD. Means we need to send the ASCII values of the keys. Okay, so 1 is means it is going to send that ASCII value to your display, that is LCD display. Okay, then it converts that ASCII value to digital value, then it is going to display it on the LCD. Okay, next we'll see what are all the things we need to define. Yes, that is segment 7 control, dir segment 7 controls set, segment 7 control clear. So these are all the things we are going to do with the port 0. Okay, these are all connected to your LCD. So this is not going to deal with your keypad. Means for keys we need to deal with only with P1. Okay. Then we need to define the column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4 values. We already saw that the pins like P0, P1 dot 16 is for column 1, P1 dot 17 is for column 2, P1 dot 18 is for column 3, P1 dot 19 is for column 4. Likewise, P1 dot 20 is for row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. Here they have taken like R1, R2, R3, R4, but in the programming part I have taken that 23 is for R1, 22 is for R2, 21 is for R3 and 20 is for R4. Okay. Yes. Yeah, 20 is for R1. Yeah, sorry, 20 is for R1, 21 is for R2, 22 is for R3, 23 is for R4. So I'm enabling those pins for column 1, column 2, likewise row 1, row 2 till row 4. Okay, then I have defined those things. 1 means I'm making it high. Okay, that's all it means. Then I'm masking those column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4 to column mask, and row 1, row 2, row 3, row for row mask. Okay, I'm defining those columns and rows for column mask and row mask. So wherever I use column mask means it will deal with all the columns. Wherever I use row mask means I will deal with all the rows. That's what it means. Okay, or else you can use directly like column 1, column 2. If you forgot to write this means you need to write the program by using directly your column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, like that. Okay. Then I'm taking the register control, that is key control dir, means I'm making P1 input output register for what P1, and I'm setting IO1 set for what for P1 to set the values, P1 to clear the values and P1 to read the pin values. Pin values means like if it is like 7 means so 0, 1, 1. So it should read the value like 7. If it is like B means 1, 0, 1, 1. That value it has to read. So in order to read those values, I'll take that IO1 pin. Okay, this will read the pin values for the port 1. So this you can write it like IO pin 1 also. There is no difference between IO1 pin and IO pin 1. Okay, they are one and the same as I said before. Then I have taken one function for column write. So here we need to check with the 16 number. Why I have to 60? Why I have taken 16 means I am using 4 cross 4 matrix means it will be taking like 16 values means, and we need to shift those values to column means like 4 into 4, 16 values will be there, no? So it is going to right shift those values to the last. Okay, so it will shift the 16 value to the right side. Then it is going to check with the all columns. So whether I'm in the column 1 or whether I'm in a column 2 or whether I'm in a column 3, whether I'm in a column 4, likewise. So that data, whatever I pressed on the keyboard, that data, it is going to shift to the 16th bit position. Then it will check with the column value. Okay, so 16, 17, 18 is for 16, 17, 18, 19 is for what? Column values. Column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. So it is going to check with us values. So that value it is going to store in a temporary. Initially I have initialized the temporary variable to 0. Later it will change that value to what? Your data pressed values, and it is going to AND with the column value. Okay, then I'll clear the column mask, means whatever the data we have pressed before, that it is going to clear, and it is also set the temporary variable value. Okay, then in the main function, so when I'm going to deal with the key, yes, key is the key whatever I have pressed. Then I is what? One more unsigned int character. So this we will see in the for loops later. Then R value, what is this R value of? So 0, 7, 0x7, 0xb, 0xd, 0x3, 0x0. Means 0x7 is 0, 1, 1. Then 0xb is 1, 0, 1, 1. 0xd is 1, 1, 0, 1. 0xe is 1, 1, 0. Means 1, 1, 0. So if the key is pressed which is in the first row means, so 1, 1, 1. So I'm enabling all the rows. If I'm having 4 rows means I have to enable 4 bits 1, 1, 1. So if I am in say first row means I should make, if I press the first row key means I should make the first bit 0. So that is what the value of your first row, that is 1, 1, 1, 0. So if I press the second row key means, so the value will be like 1101 means 0 means this is the second key. I have pressed the key which is in the second row. This is the value of the second row. Then 0xb means 1011 means I have pressed the third key, right? So third key means I am in a third row. So what about the 7? 0, 1, 1, 1. I have pressed the fourth bit key means I have pressed the fourth row key. Okay, that is what it means. 0x0 means, so I didn't press any key. So it will enable all the 4 keys, that's it. But it has not, we have not pressed any key, it means. Okay. So then unsigned char keypad matrix. So the keypad matrix. So here one more one more key values I have taken. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, this is what the value I have taken for the keypad matrix. This is how I have to read. Okay, this is the values I have to display it on a LED. Okay, so if I pressed 0, 1, 1, 1 means I am in the which row? I am in the fourth row. So which key I have to press? I have to check with the columns. Okay, so that we'll do in the next part. Then init LED. So you all know what actually the init means. Init means, so we are initializing the variables or the, we are initializing the variables at runtime. So for that purpose, for which functions I have to, which variable functions I have to enable? Your LCD functions. Means whatever I press, that immediately that has to display it on a LCD. No, that's what I have to initialize the variables which is in the LCD function at the runtime period. Okay, that's what I have to take an init underscore LCD. Okay. So this is the function which initializes some variables at runtime. Then this is what key control dir not equal to column mask means we are setting columns as output. So based on the column values, I'm going to display it on a LED. So key control dir ampersand not row mask. So means I am setting the row lines as input. So whatever I have entered the values, whatever I pressed on the keypad, so which will read in the form of a row. Okay, so this row, then it will check for the which column. Based on that, it will display it in the LCD. Okay. So don't get confused while writing this output and inputs. So I'm taking the control of your register. DIR means your registers, like, so I'm making the column keys as what? The outputs, and I'm making the row mask means row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. I'm making those as what? The inputs. Okay, ampersand means I'm including it in, I'm taking into the consideration of your row values. Okay. Then LCD put string 16, 0, press hex keys. Okay, so if it is 0, so it will ask for the press key, hex key is that it is going to display. So LCD put string 16, if it is 1, then it is going to tell which key is pressed. Okay, if it is none other, some other key which is not in the 4x4 matrix, that it is going to display. Okay, so then we'll enter into the while loop. Here I have to check with the all columns. So if key is equal to 0 means I am going to deal with the column 0. Means I equals to 0, I less than 4, I plus plus means 0 means it is going to deal with the column 1. So when it is going to read the column 1 means this loop is to read the column one by one. First it is going to read the column 1, then it is going to read the column 2, column 3, column 4. Then their corresponding rows, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. Likewise. Okay. So we are going to turn on the column output one by one. So in that, I'll take column right of R value of I. What is this I? I will hold what? 0. R value of 0 means what? R value of 0 means this. Okay, if I am taking R0 as what, row 1 means, it is going to take this. Or if I consider R0 as 0 means, so I am just enabling the, what, only the rows. Okay, so I have not pressed any key, it means. So here it should not, we have taken only from 0 to 4, no. So if it is like less than or equal to 4 means I can take that into the consideration, but if it is like I equals 0 less than 4 means I can read only 4 keys. That's what R value of 0 means it will read the row 1 value. So row 1 value is what? Row 1 is 0 x e. So that 0 x e will store here. Then it is going to add with the key control pin, means it is going to check with the pin. Okay, so if it is like 0, so if any key is pressed, means first row, first column key is pressed, so it will give the value as 0. 1 will gives you 1 only, 1 0. If anything is not pressed, so if it is 0, not 0 means, so it is false, it will break, it will come out of it, then it will increment the key, means it will go for the same columns second row element. Okay, then it will check, okay, whether this and this will match. Okay, so if that key is true, 1 and 1 will match, means 1 and 0 comes, means 1 and 0 means again it is 0. So 1 0 is not a true value. Yes, if that second key is pressed, it will come out of it, and that key value is going to display here. So key is means if I press the second key means 2 is not equal to 0. Okay, so it will not display any other message, it will come out of it, and it will convert that value of the key into some ASCII value. Then it will fetch that ASCII value from the key matrix, then that will be displayed on a LCD. It will put that character into the LCD underscore put char. So that value it is going to display it on a LED. Okay, if that second key is not pressed, then again it is going to increment the key. Then it will go for the row, column 1, row 3 value. Okay, then it will check. Okay, if it is not there, it will increment it. Again it will check with the row 4 element. Okay, likewise it is going to do. So if we not get any values here, again it is going to increment I value. I value means it will check for the next column value. So next column, next to first row element, next second column, second row element, third column, third row element, fourth column, fourth row element. So if it is also not pressed, means again it is going to increment your column. So likewise it is going to do. So if I didn't get any values for any rows and column means, so it is going to put that value which key is pressed. Okay, so 0, if the key remains 0 means, it is going to tell that key pressed is some nonsense key has pressed. So it is not in the keypad, like that something error message it is going to display.
So here we will try to see how the keypad interface works. So this is your keypad. So the key is arranged in a 4x4 matrix. The logic of how the keypad program works we have already discussed. So what we do is we have programmed such that the key, whatever key we press, the corresponding hexadecimal value will be displayed on this hexadecimal value. So rest of the connection is as usual. You have an USB connection, you have a power cord connection, and we will just try to press the key. And please note the organization of key code is such that it starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 0, A, B, C, D, E, F, E, F. So it has all hexadecimal values. All hexadecimal, all the keys are equivalent to hexadecimal numbers, and you can see each number is printed just adjacent to your key. You can notice that. So here you can see 1 and 2, 3, 4 and so on. So we will just check. I will randomly press some key here. So can you notice it is 5. So you can see this is a 5 is the key pressed that was displayed there. So again This is the D. D is the key pressed. You can see D. Okay, this is the D.